Message to the high school students tonight. He goes 1674 at 83 miles an hour. So it looks like the police officers came to play tonight. Some of the lights are really good. Let's see if the high school students who are coming up next can hit the same kind of lights. Last week's winner, Dominic Piazza, in the O'Reilly Saint. He's got the '02 Volkswagen Jetta. Now, with the high school students, special thanks to Juggers Racing out of Santa Rosa, California. They're giving away a free tech card every week to a high school driver chosen at random. Each week, they will also start giving trophies. We were supposed to see them, so we don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully, they do get some out here. And this is their way of giving back to the sport of drag racing. So, again, we will sometime this afternoon give another free tech card to one of the high school students here. We've got one more high school student to come out in the 70, I'm going to say 73 or 4 Chevy pickup. And then we're going back into dialing for dollars. These guys, they want to go for money. They love it. They do good. A lot of drivers here moved up from street class, went over to jackpot, and they've been also running comp rod, like Bobby Grabrian and Eric Croker, Chris Burden. These guys were really big in street. They were dominating that class, and they decided to move up to stiffer competition. So you'll be seeing a lot of these guys, and they've proven one thing that everybody who's out there says, oh, you can't win jackpot because they have electronics, they have delay boxes, they have crosstalk. You watch who wins this. Bobby, Cam, Burden, Croker, and Opperman. They don't have delay boxes. They foot brake their cars. So, again, not the norm. So if you want to come out and try to win some big money, move over, pay $10, run jackpot. All right, last high school student went 20-25 at 62 miles an hour. Brian Cam, Bobby Grabrian. Last time out, Bobby goes 12:57 at 112. Cam went 12:11 at 111. Yeah, so if you think you're good and you want to get a little bit better, go over to jackpot. It costs you $10. It's just if you go out, you can always go back. We run jackpot first, so you can go back to whatever class that you were running before and still run that. But you get it, and if you win, you're stuck in it for the remainder of the night. But it is a good learning curve. You don't get better by racing the same racer, so you get better by going against stiffer competition. Cam goes 12:12 at 110. Grabrian goes 12:58 at 111. Chris Burden, Eric Croker, two good friends, a 2013 Applied Automotive Challenger going against a 98 Pontiac Trans Am. The better of the two lights go to, hey, look at this. These are great lights. Burden, 001 on the tree. Croker, 003. Great lights. Eric's going to get there first. His car's a little faster, 1275, 105 miles an hour. Burden, 1360 at 101. Looks like that air cleaner's working. He did a little tweaking on his air tube and seemed Chris's car's running better and better. Dwayne Opperman going against Jeff Broussard. Broussard's got that 98 GMC Sonoma. Last time out, he went 10:51 at 127. Opperman goes 11:98 at 110. He's just practicing for the weekend. Both good lights. Broussard got the better 004. Opperman 021. Broussard gets there first, 10:65, 125. Opperman goes 12:03 at 108. He's dialing for, he's going to run that car probably in two classes up there if they can. He's going to run Sportsman and Pro Street. It looks like something happened to Chris Sweeney on the line. He was way late. Sawyer 086. He goes 11:16 at 118. Sawyer goes 13:23 at 97 miles an hour. Dan Brown, Scott Surley. Dan Brown, he had a trip zero light taking out Tommy Johnson in the semifinals last week. He went on to face Marco Paravolos, and Marco took the win last week. Dan Brown, leaving off where he went off last week, he goes 004 on the tree. Certainly not bad, 019. Brown, 1076, 123. Scott Surley, 1199 at 110 miles an hour. Kathy Ball, going against Jorge Valencia. Valencia last time out goes 1007 at 130. That would be his best run of the night. Ball, in the meantime, she went 1110 at 121. Kathy turns the red light on. Jorge, not too bad. 054. His 60-foot times have been 1454 is all of it. He goes 1017 at 127. Slowed down a little bit. Kathy Ball goes 1107 at 120. All right, Owens in the 69. Dart, he turns on the red light. All right, Owens goes 1031, 129 miles an hour. And Todesai goes 1227 at 67 miles an hour. Comprod, suit up. Comprod, suit up. As we're going through this right now, when we get quieter, when we get back into motorcycle, I got a little announcement for everybody here. Total lane goes 1238, 105 miles an hour. Riley side goes 1286 at 103. Bob Norbaum Sr. going against Doug Miller, Mr. Black, 660442. Steve's Performance built the motor, does all the work on that. Norbaum turns on the red light, goes 1194 at 111 miles an hour. Doug Miller goes 1007 at 129. Larry Ball, full body 9-second pickup. He was a little off. He went 971. I wouldn't call that a little off. 136 last time out. Nice light by both. Larry Ball, 028 on the tree. O'Reilly side, 031. Ball goes 979 at 133. O'Reilly Lane goes 1283 at 103. Don Creed, MP Motorsports, Big Johnson's Automotive 74 Nova going against Tommy Johnson in a Big Johnson Automotive 70 Camaro. Hey, that's a pump gas big block running what he runs. Tom Johnson's 10-12, 129 miles an hour. Don Creed, 1155 at 113. All right, Ron Nichols over here in the 64 old 442. All right, Nick at Night Bubblets. He's going to have to come up to the tower, man. He's got some money to get tonight, and he's also got a 002 he goes tonight. He goes 002 on the tree. So that's the first winner of our program, a Wednesday night program and bracket race program, the stickers and $2 bills. Bubblets goes 13.19, 104 miles an hour. Total side goes 12.18 at 109. That'll bring us now to well, we've been in Comp Rod. I guess Nick's not running jackpot. The Riley side goes 10.61 at 122. Total side 10.35 at 120. All right, the O'Reilly side turns on the red light. 041 to the bad side of the tree. The total in goes 119. And as a reminder, do not back up into the water. Just pull straight through. Light your tires up. There is no backing into the water here at Sonoma Raceway. O'Reilly side goes 10.85 at 118 miles an hour. Total side 13.13 at 101. Bob Norbaum Sr. over in the Toyota side. He turns on the red light 001 to the bad side of the tree. Goes 10.95, 122 miles an hour. Riley side goes 10.79 at 131. Jessica Opperman making an appearance tonight. They put another motor in this car in the O'Reilly lane. See if she gets a little bit better light, improves on that. If I know Jessica, she probably will. That was an extraordinarily long light for Jessica. All right, Jessica, way better on the tree, 018. There's going to be about a 1089, 1090 pass, I would think, with an 018 light. Yep, 1087 at 122, pretty good guess. 1152, 119, Toyota side. Kevin Diadamo, Sean Owens in the Dart, Toyota side. Diadamo last time out, he went 1197 at 110. Owens, 1197 at 113. Let's see how good they do this time. Owens, something way late on the tree. Diadamo, way better, but still not a great light. He goes 120 to an 890. Diadamo goes 1193 at 109 miles an hour. Owens, 1254 at 106. All right, that brings us to motorcycle. Doug Love, Tom Myers. All right, here we go. We got a little announcement for you. Join the race to help save lives. Sonoma Raceway, Hinchcliffe 100 Blood Drive. Look for the American Red Cross bus in the Sunoco Victory Lane in the main paddock Thursday, September 13th, 2018, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. To schedule an appointment or for more information, visit redcrossblood.org and enter the sponsor code Sonoma Raceway or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. That's 1-800-733-2767. First 100 donors will receive general admission tickets to the Grand Prix of Sonoma. So again, the Sonoma Raceway Hinchcliffe 100 Blood Drive, that will be on Thursday, September 13th, 2018, from 12 to 6 p.m. right, Joe Sis, the birthday boy out of Hayward, California, the '08 Hayabusa. Goes 0.59 on the tree for our last motorcycle. And we'll be in the Gear Jammers. He goes 9.36 at 144. Nick at Night Bubbles just came up in tower. Coming up, he says, show me the money. Show me the money. Gets his $2 bill and his 007 sticker from last week. Joseph, 9.36, 144. Gives us to Barry Beffer going as Carl Hilson in Gear Jammers. As a reminder, we're going through the rotation fairly quick, so all drivers stay by your cars.
Gary Carlson going to take a quick walk. He paid me some money, figure I better do some talking since I'm in here. Johnny Moffitt, San Jose, California, goes 14.32, 98 miles an hour. Joshua Lake, last week's winner, 12.95, 114. Jammin' Ron Jacks out of Napa, California. R&M Paving Fox Body Mustang goes 003 on the 5/10ths tree. Daniel Hernandez playing catch-up from the start, that 2012 Camaro out of Santa Rosa. Ron Jack's going to get there first. He goes 12.49, 109. Daniel Hernandez, 14.04 at 106 miles an hour. Number 68, looks like a Ford Focus, member of the Not On File crew. And Tim Turnipseed out of Napa. 94 Mustang, the last of the 5.0s. Pretty much the last 302 to come out of Ford. Big red light for Tim, minus 319. But hey, it's a time trial. Just making our way down the track. Tim Turnipseed gets there first, 1585, 90 miles an hour. Focus right there behind him, 1623, 88. Eric Morgan, 2016 Camaro SS over there in the Toyota lane. And Michael Craig out of Napa in the 99 Corvette. Thought someone was taking my car down the track for a minute. Michael goes minus 625. How about an LB3A? He goes 1436, 102. Eric Morgan, 1302, 108. He got there first. Anthony Early. How about this? He's 19-year-old and his occupation is drag racer. Over there in the Cadillac in the Toyota lane. And Greg Urbina in the 2017 Mustang on the O'Reilly side. As we're making our way through Gear Jammers. Stick shift only category here at Wednesday Night Drags, brought to you by Universal Technical Institute. This is your stick shift category. This is also our largest category. Tree drops, Greg Urbina, hey, you're on the red side, minus 57. Anthony Early wasn't early. In fact, he was a little late, 276. It's all right. That's what time trials are for. Just find the tree, make some runs, figure out what that car is going to do, and get ready for round one. Greg Urbina gets there first, 1360, 109 miles an hour. Anthony Early, 1469 at 99. Junior Maribel out of Antioch, California, Subaru WRX. Over there on the Toyota side. And Nick Schroyer out of North Highlands, California, in the 12 Mustang. There's another Mustang driver out of North Highlands, the infamous Henry Roberson. He won't be here tonight, but no doubt Fords run deep in North Highlands. Nick Schroyer, 1266, 110. He gets there first. Junior Maribel out of Antioch, 1327, 111. Brings up Jorge Sanchez and Scott Frazier. Scott Frazier in the Fiat 500 Abarth. That car is very short, but you still can't stage with your back tires. Sorry, Scott. Getting lined up, make some runs, and some of Italy's finest. Scott thunders off that starting line first, 394 to Jorge's 885 light in the Coyote Mustang, but that was the last time the Fiat was ahead. That Mustang's just running away. Jorge Sanchez at the finish line, 1289, 111. Scott Frazier, 1617 at 85 for the Turbo Abarth. Andres Galvez, 2018 Honda Civic. Hey, buy a brand new car and check it out at the racetrack. And Matt Zmack couldn't wait for the tree. He says, hey, I'm just going to go. He's afraid of that Honda, figures he better get down the track. So there he goes. No time, no data, no nothing. Sorry, Matt. Andres Galvez waits his turn, waits for the tree to drop, says, hey, I know how this works. Sends that Honda down the track. 7:06 reaction time. We're going to be about a 16-second pass, maybe. Oh, 15:77. Ooh, at 42. Man, speed really falls off. Curtis Crofton in the 02 Subaru in the Toyota lane. Looks like a pretty stock Bug-Eye WRX. And another member of the Not On File crew, and yet another Coyote Mustang. One thing we're not short of on Wednesday night drags at Sonoma, it's Coyote Mustangs. It's going to be your last pairing, Gear Jammers. I'm going to bring up Sport Street. Sport Street, you should be suited and booted and ready to go. Street, you're going to be right behind them, so start getting ready. Street drivers, be ready. You're up after Sport Street. As we get Curtis's Subaru into the beams and we get the Mystery Mustang into the beams to wrap up Gear Jammers. Well, just like that race with the Fiat, Subaru's off the starting line first, but that's the last time he was ahead. Mustang gets there first, 13:16, 1:13. Subaru 15:36 at 90 miles an hour. And the end of Gear Jammers. Going to bring up Sport Street and Dead On Doug McKay driving that 2017 twin turbo Ford F-150. Doug's pretty excited. He got his race tune tonight. He went 1293 earlier in an otherwise stock truck. Tune only. Look at him now, 194 short time. And he still runs 1314 at 102. Not even on a boost launch. Not On File Acura in the other lane goes 1519, 92 miles an hour. And continuing the Not On File Lexus over there in the Toyota lane. And Dylan Bacora, Los Gatos, California. Hey, that's a bit of a jog. In the BMW 335. My money's on the 335. Once those turbos start moving, those cars just disappear. He's going to be in the 12s. 12:37, 1:14 for Dylan Bacora in the 335. Tom Markovich, Napa, California. Driving that Porsche Cayman. He's over in the Toyota lane. And Ken Callis in the Plymouth Valiant. Don't underestimate the slow car on a Wednesday night. Ken Callis with a 15 light as he makes his way down the track in that 64 slant 6 Valiant. Tom Markovich gets there first, 13:29, 1:05. What does Ken Callis do? He goes 17:30 at a blistering 75 miles an hour. Which brings up someone in Infiniti and Don Waltonspiel. Don Waltonspiel, longtime runner out of Santa Rosa, California, in that turbocharged 91 GMC Cyclone. Shows you what he learned racing all these years. He goes 43 on the tree. Infinity Jumps, minus 105 on the red side. Don Waltonspiel almost in the 11s, 12:02 at 115 miles an hour in that GMC pickup. Probably the fastest car in Sport Street tonight, I would hazard a guess. The category quick time is 11:50. You cannot dial quicker than 11:50 in Sport Street. Don Waltonspiel's a half second away, but I'd say he's probably the closest. Street cars, you're starting to come out. Be ready, be ready. And a little bit of downtime here. We're going to hit the track with a mop. Do a little quick clean. Since we got a minute, just going to remind you about the Sonoma Raceway Blood Drive. Going to be Thursday, September 13th from 12 noon to 6 p.m. You can schedule at redcrossblood.org. Enter sponsor code Sonoma Raceway. Or you can dial 1-800-RED-CROSS. The first 100 people to donate are going to get a general admission ticket for Sunday at the Indy Grand Prix of Sonoma. So do your part. Do a good thing. Donate some blood. Help save some lives. And you might just get a free ticket to the Grand Prix. So once again, September 13th, 12 to 6, the Sonoma Raceway Blood Drive. That brings up the next pair in Sport Street. Still doing some data entry here in the tower, so going to take a 50-50 guess. It's either Sean or David Owens in the Scion XB. Minus 16 on the red side. Real close to that 00 or a perfect bulb. Goes 1843, 71 miles an hour. Brings up Bill Taggart, the legend out of Pacheco, California. Driving that 2001 Ford Tortoise. Shows you why he is Bill Taggart. He goes 12 on the tree. Ed Warren out of Fresno in that Pontiac Grand Prix. He's going to put that Taurus in his taillights. He goes 1461 at 94 miles an hour. Billy, he's going. He got there, 1775 at 76 miles an hour for Bill Taggart. Wraps up Sport Street. Going to be heading into the street category. This is for your typically automatic V8 or more. We don't discriminate. V8, V10, V12, V16. If it's got more than 8, put it in street. First pair out's going to be John Lemos out of Novato, California in that 04 Thunderbird. So close to the 14s he can smell it. He'll probably get there when the sun slinks behind the hill in another couple hours. His opponent, Russ Swanson out of Millbrae. These guys have done this once or twice. He's in that 2012 Mustang. Coyote Power. Swanson off the starting line. Better light, 054. John Lemos not far behind, 170. Russ Swanson's going to get there first. 1289, 109. Okay. He's in the 12s. Oh, and John Lemos, 1486 at 92. He picks up a tenth and a half. Think the weather might be improving out there a little bit. Jose Hernandez, 17 Mustang GT. He's out of Hayward on the Toyota side. And the other Thunderbird, Ron Lamori. Danville, California, driving that 05 T-Bird. Ron Lamori's part of the high school crew. Well, I should say former high school crew. They're all in their 70s now. Got Ron Lamori, Ed Shaw, Marty Firmer. All out here every Wednesday, still running down the track. Ron Lamori, 1492, 92 miles an hour. Jose Hernandez, 1281 at 118. 118 miles an hour. Speaking of Ed Shaw, hey look, it's Ed Shaw. Driving that Dodge Hellcat over in the O'Reilly lane. And Wally Kronecker in the Toyota lane in the 50 Chevy. Well, I think the Hellcat might get there first. 12:24, 121 for Ed Shaw. The Wally Kronecker goes down 16:44 at 79 miles an hour. Miguel Resendez out of Brentwood, California. '08 Pontiac GT backing up into the stage beams. His opponent, Mike Norbaum, third-generation racer, driving that orange Tangerine 70 Camaro. Mike Norbaum sponsored Norbaum's Garage. His dad, Bob, and his grandpa, Bob, both Sonoma Wednesday night regulars. Almost, okay, they are dead even on the tree. Both 155 reaction times. Miguel gets there first, 12:29, 110. Mike Norbaum goes 12:97 at 102 miles an hour. Got a nod on file in the GMC pickup. And a Ryan Haluska in the other GMC pickup. Ryan Haluska off the starting line, 068 to the green side. Trying to stay ahead of the newer GMC. Looks like he's going to do it. 1440, 90 miles an hour. The new Canyon goes 1474 at 94. Steve Ball, Napa, California, driving that '01 Mustang. Second generation racer. You'll find mom and dad over in Jackpot. Steve Ball, 30 on the green side. Forerunner trying to give chase, 153. Not sure he's going to catch the Mustang. Steve Ball gets down the track, 14:31, 93 miles an hour. Hey, he got there first. Forerunner goes 16:23 at 78. Brings up Tyler Graves, Oakley, California, in the '09 Cadillac V. Somebody at GM had the great idea to stick a Corvette motor in a Cadillac, and the rest was history. Brought us the V cars. And as Scott reminds me, he stuck a supercharger in there for good measure. The V car might get there before the Dakota. Dakota trees him 212 to a 376, but that's the last time he was ahead. There goes the Cadillac. 89 in the 8th mile. Looks like maybe a 12-second pass. Yeah, 12:37, 111 for the Cadillac. That's pretty stock. We've seen those cars in the 10s before. Dakota goes 17:06 at 79. Bring up Dennis Crowley out of Forest Hill, California, in the 96 Corvette, LT1 power, C4, the last year of the C4, and Dominic Clayton in the 18 Mustang GT. Trying out that 10-speed automatic, rip through some gears. Dominic Clayton, 1278 at 118 miles an hour. And Dennis Crowley, 1441 at 94. Spencer Marcel, Rohnert Park in the 67 Barracuda. Good to see Spencer out back at the track after a little hiatus there, maybe a year ago. And Marty Firmer in the Ford F-150. Spencer, a little on the red side. Again, just time trials. If you're going to do it now. Don't do it round one. Barracuda makes his way down the track. He'll be in the 11s. Yeah, 1185, 112. Marty Firmer, 24 on the green side. Good light for Marty. He goes 1533 at 87. Tim Gillespie out of Vacaville in the 73 Vega. Good looking Vega over there. Camaro taillights. Good running car. And Theodore Carosi, Redwood City, in that Hemi Dodge Ram. Great light for Tim Gillespie, 022 on the green side. Theodore needs to leave on that third yellow, not on the green. He goes 595. Vega gets there first, 1257, 109. And the Hemi Ram 1572 at 89 miles an hour. Well, and as we reach the tail end of street, we're going to be heading into our high school category along with Top the Cops. One of the big draws here on Wednesday night. Always a good show for Top the Cops. Nicholas Piccanini, San Bruno, California, in the Ford pickup. And Mike Gervais in the Corvette. Corvette gets there first, 1270, 114. I stand corrected. Mike Gervais is a doppelganger. This is the real Mike Gervais in the Toyota lane. C7 Corvette out of Guerneville, California. And Dan Milliken in the Dodge Hellcat. That Corvette just handed it to that Hellcat. Mike Gervais, 1125, 124. Hellcat goes 1266 at 120 miles an hour. After high school, we're going to be going back to jackpot. So, jackpot drivers, be awake and be near your vehicle. Not necessarily suited, but you're coming up next, so don't be too far. And that's my cue because I'm about to be up. I'm going to hand the mic over to Gary Carlson.
Always a pleasure to let Nick up here and while I take a break. That way I don't lose my voice like I did last week. So thanks again, Nick Bublitz. We're going to be getting into the end of the street here, and we'll be going to Top the Cops, and we'll be back into Jackpot. Jackpot, suit up. Jackpot, suit up. All right, 1176, 117 miles on the Toyota side. O'Reilly side goes 1325 at 106. All right, 1527, 92 miles an hour. O'Reilly side, the Toyota side goes 1437 at 96, and this will be our last street car. And then we'll be back into Top the Cops. All right, Fairfield police officer coming up here. Last time out, he had an 023 light. That's a good light on the electronic throttle car. Doesn't back it up, though. Goes 415 on the tree. Brian Taylor out there doing a little mopping. A lot of street cars and sports street cars got catalytic converters. Bad byproduct, water. They always seem to sprinkle it out the exhaust. That's why you see Brian and everybody mopping a lot when they got the catalytic converter cars on. Fairfield police officer goes 1633 at 84 miles an hour. Another Fairfield police officer coming up. He had an 081 light last time. He doesn't back it up. Oh, man, these are looking good for the high school students with these lights. A 253 light. The high school students are paying attention. Watch the lights of these guys. 1645, 83 miles an hour. Highway patrol up in the Charger. He had a 107 light. See if he can improve on that. Yeah, he tried to. He goes 062 red. But that's an improvement to the wrong side of the tree. If you ain't going red, you ain't trying. That's my philosophy. He goes 1657, 85 miles an hour. All right, got the sheriff's car going out. He goes 132 on the tree. Didn't back up his old 79. See if what his ET was. Last time I went 1653, 83. Let's see how he does this time. He goes 1680, 82 miles an hour. Not too far off, a little fast. So he knows what he's going to dial. And Nevada Police Department will be the last police officer up. And then we'll be into high school. He goes 1632, 83 miles an hour. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to be into high school. Dominic Piazza, again, last week's winner in the Toyota side. All right. Dominic goes 1630, 84 miles an hour. Toyota side goes 1545 at 89 miles an hour. Last high school student, Ty Crum, out of Rohnert Park, California, 86 Sierra pickup. All right. And Ty Crum, trying to look at it, goes 2015 at 62 miles an hour. Took a little time to go down the track on that one. Now we're back into the wonderful world of jackpot. The money cars. Again, anybody in any class can race this. Come over, pay 10 extra bucks. Try to improve your racing skills. These guys are good. They're probably the best class that we have here is in jackpot. We got Bobby Graber and Brian Cam. They've made the crossover. They do good. And they are foot brake cars. As you see for the first four cars here, they are on foot brakes. Brian Cam, I don't think he's got a trans brake. He might have a trans brake, but that's about it. He's got no box, so he's leaving off the bottom bulb. Brian Cam 011, Bobby 057. So again, these are no electronic cars, the first four. Actually, the first six, because Valencia, all he has is a delay box. That's it. Schroyer, he's a foot breaker. So again, if you want to come over, doesn't matter. You want to improve your racing skills, jackpot's the way to do it. Brian Cam goes 12:15, 109. Bobby Grabian goes 12:58 at 111 miles an hour. Eric Croker, Chris Burden. Chris turns on the red light, 010 to the bad side. Croker, 071. Burden goes 1362, 101 miles an hour. Croker goes 1265 at 105. Jorge Valencia, Mark Sawyer in that radical Chevy Love, and Jorge in a more traditional Chevy Love. Jorge 084 on the tree. A little bit off on his 60-foot from a 145 to a 513, so this can be a slow pass. 10:30 at 127. Sawyer goes 13:23 at 97. Valencia 10:32, 127. Sawyer 13:23, 97. Now we're back to Kathy Ball. Chris Sweeney in the Toyota TR7. My car, matter of fact, the Applied Automotive car. See if he's got a little trans brake issue on it. See if he's got it figured out. Now Kathy Ball's backing it out. She's going to reheat the tires. Chris is just sitting there in his Elmo helmet. Chris, 019 to the bad side of the tree. Kathy Ball, 016 on the good side, goes green. Chris is flying down the track. He goes 11:14 to 118. Kathy Ball goes 11 flat at 121. Sean Owens, Chris Sleth. He's got the only AMC car out here. The 70 Javelin, a 401 cubic inch car. Sean Owens got the Dart. Owens goes 10:19 at 130 miles an hour. Chris Sleth in the Javelin goes 12:83 at 103 miles an hour. Justin Flanagan, he's got the 73 Nova B&G tire car. Bob Norbaum Sr., Glen Ellen, California. Norbaum's Garage, 69 Pontiac, the Clone Car Grand Prix. All right, Norbaum's going to have to come up and make a trip to the tower. He goes trip 0, so it gets him a sticker. We're giving out some stickers and money today. Norbaum goes 11:94 at 111 miles an hour. Flanagan goes 12:28 at 106. Larry Ball, 71 Chevy pickup. Last time out, Larry goes 971 at 136 miles an hour. And the Mustang goes 1283 at 103 miles an hour. Larry Ball just a little bit anxious on that one. He goes red 044 in the tree. O'Reilly side, nice light 033. Ball goes 976 at 134. That car is dialed in tight. Look out, everybody in jackpot. 1282, 103 in the O'Reilly side. Ron Nichols and Scott Surley. Nichols last time out goes 13:31 at 101. Surley goes 11:88 at 113. See if they can pick it up a little bit. Surley got the better of the two lights, 018 to Nichols, 079. Scott Surley goes 11:99, 110 miles an hour, and Nichols goes 13:33 at 99. Here's a good race. Jeff Bissard and Doug Miller. Miller's got the 66 Old 442 going against Jeff Bissard in a 98 GMC Sonoma. All right, we're back into Comp Rod. I had to do a little house clean stuff for Top the Cops. Again, want to let everybody know we're back in the Comp Rod. We got Joe Piazza, looks like coming up in the Toyota side. And once again, on September 13th, 2018, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., we're going to have the Sonoma Raceway Hinchcliffe 100 blood drive. So if you want to donate blood, come here between 12 and 6 p.m. And if you want more information, contact Sonoma Raceway, or you can call the Red Cross at 1-800-733-2767. All right, Joe Piazza goes 0.27 in the tree. Patrick Lanou goes 0.47. Lanou gets there first, goes 11.27 at 121, 12.18, 109 for Piazza. Bubblets, Nick at Night, the Applied Automotive 01 Corvette going against Todd Pros in the 05 Mustang. Todd Pros turns on the red light. He goes 13.07 at 101. Nick at Night goes 13.17 at 103. Bubblets 0.55. The good side of an 0.55, and Pros the bad side of an 0.56 red. Dale Hartwick going against Chris Siva out of Half Moon Bay. Hey, look at this. Double red lights. And that would be Dale Hartwick would take the win. He goes 0.18 red to a... I can't even think about how high that number was red, how early he was Siva. He goes 12.26 at 131. Dale Hartwick goes 10.34 at 114. That's like huge on the red light. Bob Norbaum Jr. He's got Norbaum's Garage 63 Nova. Jory McHugh, the 2016 Charger in the O'Reilly lane. And Norbaum Jr. goes 10.85 at 122. Joey McHugh goes 11.39 at 120. Jessica Opperman, 69 Camaro. Rick Dunham, 68 Chevelle SS. Hey, this is going to be a good race. You know, Jessica, she's tuning up for the weekend race up in Samoa. It's going to be the Wally race up there. They're going to give away the Redwood Wally and regular Wallies on 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. But we're countering with the Wally race here on this weekend. We have the 26th on the Sunday will be a Wally race. On Saturday will be just regular payouts, but we have Wallies to be given out to everybody on Sunday that win. Oh, you also get a big check. You get to stand in the Sunoco winner's circle with Kyle Seipel, our resident celebrity. Rick puts the hurt all over Jessica. 0.11 to Jessica's 0.52. Jessica's going to run 10.88. No, 10.80 at 120. I was guessing 10.88. Dunham goes 10.85 at 118. So again, big checks all weekend long. Pictures with our resident celebrity Kyle Seipel and Wallies on Sunday. What else can you ask for? Kevin Diadamo over in the Toyota side, going against the Camaro in the O'Reilly lane. All right, the O'Reilly side, nice light 003. Diadamo trying to get his car figured out for the weekend, goes 074 on the tree, goes 1193 at 108 miles an hour. The Camaro goes 1014 at 128. But back into motorcycles. We got Tom Myers and James Dawson in the O'Reilly lane. All right, if you notice, we have two Christmas trees in the right lane. As the sun starts to lower over the hills and everything, it's usually in the eyes and blots out the tree for the people in, the drivers in the right lane, the O'Reilly side. So the other tree, you can look away, is identically timed to the tree. There's no difference in the two trees. So feel free to use the other one if you cannot see it because of the sun. I just looked at the sun and I got spots. Toyota side goes 1094 at 79 miles an hour. James Dawson goes 1160 at 126. Doug Love and Joe Sisk. The birthday boy, Joe Sisk, and point leader in the O'Reilly lane. Doug Love, who's in second place in the points, in the Toyota side. And Joe Sisk is letting Doug know on the tree, I'm here to play for another win. He goes 077 on the tree. Love's got to step it up, goes 150 on the tree. Cisco's 933 at 147. Doug Love 1515 at 84 miles an hour. All right, last motorcycle out here will be Bill Myers. And then we'll be back into Gear Jammers. $13.21, 98 miles an hour in the Toyota side. Myers goes 13.21, 98 miles an hour. That'll conclude that, and we're going to have Barry Beffa, the points leader, going against Michael Craig in the O'Reilly side. Well, I'll be seeing Barry Beffa pretty soon. He turns on the Trip Zero light. So far, Bob Norbaum Sr. and Barry Beffa have gone Trip Zero perfect lights tonight, so that earns them their Trip Zero stickers. So, Bob Norbaum, I know you have a lot of work that you're doing up there for Jackpot, but if you get time, come on up. I'll give you the sticker. And if everybody knows Barry Beffa, he knows when he'll see his, he knows when he saw the sign going down the boards. So he knows he's got Trip Zero. He'll show up. Joshua Lake in the 2017 Chevy SS. All right, Joshua Lake goes 1262 at 116 miles an hour. Riley side 1645 at 86. Johnny Muffett and Tim Turnspeed. Yeah, those lights weren't exactly what I would call great. And Johnny Muffett goes 1419 at 98 miles an hour. Tim Turnspeed goes 1509 at 91 miles an hour. Ron Jacks. Gregory Urbana in the O'Reilly side. Jax goes 1248, 109 miles an hour. Gregory goes 1352 at 109. Daniel Hernandez, Nicholas Scheuer in the O'Reilly lane. All right, Daniel Hernandez goes 13.42 at 106 miles an hour. Nicholas Schroyer goes 12.69 at 110. Eric Morgan, Scott Frazier. Frazier's got the Fiat. Hey, Fiat 500. Last week we had a smart car. Now we got a Fiat 500. All right, Eric Morgan was 13.37 and 108, and Scott Frazier, hey, he's faster than the smart car. The smart car is in the 20s. This is 16.39 at 82 miles an hour. Anthony Early, Matt Zemek in the O'Reilly lane. All right, we got him staged and pre-staged. Let's see what happens. Okay, Matt, he turns on the red light. Anthony, he kind of waited for the light to turn green and then leave. He goes 13.98, 102 miles an hour. Matt goes 15.67 at 106. Junior Maribel, he's got the Subaru RX over in the Toyota side. And Junior, he gets the better of the two lights. Junior Maribel goes 13.04 at 109 miles an hour. Riley side goes 12.71 at 115. Jorge Sanchez, the 2012 Mustang over in the Toyota side. We're having a little debate here if it's either a Cobalt or a GTO. And by the sound of it, it is a GTO. All right. The GTO got a Chris Sweeney light, because Chris Sweeney's up here, and won what kind of car it was. 385 light, 1345 at 105 miles an hour. Jorge Sanchez goes 1557 at 106. Koho in the O'Reilly side in the 90 Acura going against Andres Galvez in the 2018 Civic in the Toyota line. Ho goes 1467, 93 miles an hour. Galvez goes 1524 at 90 miles an hour. Nice light Toyota side, 026 on the tree. $14.25, 98 miles an hour Toyota side. O'Reilly side, 1370 at 96. And just as a reminder, September 14th to the 16th will be the last time that Indy cars will be at Sonoma Raceway. So if you want to come and see the last race, see the points champion crowned at Sonoma Raceway, This is it. This is the last time. So everybody come out. Get good tickets are really easy to get. So come on out. Enjoy yourselves. Watch the Indy cars for the last time at Sonoma Raceway. $14.22, 97 miles an hour, toe to side, O'Reilly Lane. $14.92, 94. Which brings us back to Sport Street. Doug McKay got treed by the Toyota. I mean, the Valiant in the Toyota lane. Doug, 073. The Valiant, 041. Doug goes 1307 at 103. The Valiant goes 1728 at 75. Yeah, the last time out, yeah, pretty close on the Valiant. So Doug's going to have his hands full if he goes up against that car. Dylan Bacoa in the O'Reilly lane. Leo Piaz in the Toyota side. All right, Dylan gets there first. 1272 and 114 miles an hour. Leo goes 1530 at 86 miles an hour. Bill, the legend Taggart. Hey, the points leader today. Hopefully he'll leave here the points tonight. That's what he's hoping for. The Monument Car Parts car out of Pacheco, California. Going against Neil Mesa. He turns on the red light in the 09 Infinity. Hey, look at that. He's going to add another sticker to his car. Will Billy Taggart. He turned on the Bond light. He goes 007. And there's been a lot of Bond movies on this lake. So, again, congratulations, Billy Taggart. 007 on the tree. Last week he goes trip 0, so I'll be seeing Billy here. He'll be wanting his 007 sticker. Tom Markovich in the Porsche. 194 on the tree. Markovich goes 1337 at 105. Todesai goes 1662 at 82 miles an hour. Gana Korzmia, Mana. Oh, that's a tough one. In the O'Reilly lane. Sergey Edakomo in the Toyota side. I know I got those two names pretty well, so I'm going to go Sergey and Glenna. Sometimes, then, can't get them right all the time. Glenna goes 1440 at 96 miles an hour. Sergia goes 1437 at 96 miles. David Owens, not David Owens in the Dart, but David Owens in the 04 Scion. All right, the Scion's going down the track. I believe that will probably be a couple more Sports Street cars. So I see Don Waltonspiel up here, and then we'll be headed into Street. There it is, Don Waltonspiel in the 91 Cyclone. Look at that, Don. He's serving notice, too, to everybody. 027 on the tree. Ed Warren, 173. Don's been off a few weeks and seemed to get back in the driver's seat, getting it all dialed back in. Goes 12:02 at 116. Last time out, well, we don't have time for Don last time out. Ed Warren goes 14:62 at 95 miles an hour. Russ Swanson, Ryan Haluska in the O'Reilly lane. Haluscom. And Ryan Haluska, he goes 025 on the tree. Russ Swanson 107. Yeah, 99 GMC pickup is going to get their second. He goes 14:37, 90 miles an hour. Russ Swanson goes 12:88 at 110. John Lemus going against Mike Norbaum. That's the third generation Norbaum that's out here today. Norbaum's garage in the 70 Camaro. He was the high school Division 7 champion a few years back. That's kind of a cool thing to have. Mike Norbaum, following in his father and his grandfather's footstep, goes 12:78, 103 miles an hour. I mean, father's footstep. It's the third son, I think, not the grandson, third son. For that, Steve. Oh, I was just. Steve Ball goes 008 on the tree. Ron Lamore goes 040. Well, if it turns out to be we have three generations of drivers out here with the Norbaums and the Piazzas, that is pretty good for the families. I know we have a couple of father and son teams out here, but have three generations at one time. That's great. Steve Ball goes 008 on the tree, goes 14:15 at 94 miles an hour. Ed Shaw, Taylor Graves. Graves got the 09 Cadillac. Ed Shaw in the Challenger. Tyler Graves goes 12:47 at 108 miles an hour. Ed Shaw 12:21 at 121. Yeah, that Dodge is going. Dan Milliken, he's got the Hellcat going against the Cadillac in the O'Reilly lane. Here we go. Dodge GM 700 horsepower car. I don't know what the Cadillac's got in it. Looks like the Challenger had a little starting line issue. He turned the red light on and had maybe spun the tires because he had a 241 60-foot time. Cadillac goes 11:02 at 124. The Hellcat goes 12:45 at 121. So yeah, they should be a little bit faster on the Hellcat if you get a little traction. Dominic Clayton, 2018 Mustang GT. So once again, as the sun starts to set, that's why we have the other light there, so the sun does not get in your eyes and you can see the tree. We're the only track that NHRA allows this to happen, I think, in the United States. So Dominic Clayton goes 11:81 at 119. You only see it on Wednesday nights. You won't see it at any other time here, any other race. All right, I know who's up here and I know what he is for. We got the legend up here himself, Bill Taggart. All right, Chris Karamessinis, he's about 86 years old, and he qualified last weekend for at Brainerd for the Lucas Oil Top Fuel. He drove a Top Fuel dragster over 350 miles an hour at 86 years of age. And here we have another legend who went 007 on the tree, Bill Taggart. So I got to say one thing. Us old guys rule.
We rule. That's right. We rule.
Dennis Crawley in the Corvette going against Mike McCarthy. Crawley goes 1440 at 95 miles an hour. Matt McCarthy goes 1283, 87 at 107. So that's going to show us that. Look at, we got Taggart, we got the Chris Karamessinis, and a bunch of us old guys out here. We got Tommy Johnson, who's
Glenn Terry.
old. Glenn Terry. Hey, Glenn Terry, he wins. He just took He's in his 80s, and he just took he won a bracket race here a couple weeks ago, and put up a Trip Zero light too on top of it. So you look at it. Myself, I'm getting old. I'm not driving much anymore. But us old guys, us senior citizens, are going to kick your young guys' butts. You watch. And as Bill says, we don't have to go fast. We just leave we leave good and have consistent cars. Toyota side turned on the red light, goes 1466, 94 miles an hour. Riley side 1660 at 78. Theodore Korsky, as they call him, Ted. Marty Firmer in the O'Reilly side. Tim Gillespie turns the tree at 316, goes 1234 at 111. It was fun enjoying a little bit of time with the legend Bill Taggart up here. Spencer Marcelli's got that beautiful Barracuda over there, the 67. Not only that, man, that thing rocks out. Got to sit there one night with him after the race, and he had to banging. That thing has got one good stereo system in it for a drag car. And look at it. It goes 017 on the tree. He goes 1184 at 112 miles an hour. Toyota side goes 1257 at 115. Michael Gervais, Big Johnson Automotive in the 2015 ZL6 going to Michael Piccini. San Bruno in the 2014 Ford F-150. Okay, Nicholas goes 15.66, 87 miles an hour. Michael Gervais goes 11.13 at 124, which brings us back to, after this, top to cops. Toe to side. Going to get there first, goes 11.84 at 118 miles an hour. Riley 13.31 at 91. Jackpot, suit up. Jackpot, suit up. Jackpot. To your cars. Everybody suit up. Jackpot, suit up. All right, Joe Holacek over here in Toyota brings us back to top to cops. Fairfield police officer in a 2014 Ford Explorer. Nice light. 091 on the tree. This is the only time that you want to see the police officers' lights on is on the racetrack. Not when they're coming behind you. 1634 at 84 miles an hour. J. Mack, Fairfield Police Department, 2018 Ford Explorer. Holacek, 212 on the tree. And he's going to go 1636 at 83 miles an hour. Mark Rassenberger, Napa CHP officer. They gave him the 2017 Charger. And just to let you know, they made me take off my Evil Empire hat and wear a Top to Cops hat tonight, which I don't mind. I got a free hat out of the deal. But I had to take off my Evil Empire Yankees hat. He goes 1653 at 85 miles an hour. Jeremy Hauser, Sonoma County Sheriff in the Explorer. Another 16-second pass for him, it should be. 129 on the tree. And Mark Rasenberger, I met him, saw him over at the at NASCAR, and he's the one who started calling my hat the Evil Empire hat, so it's kind of stuck. Hauser goes 1667 at 82 miles an hour. Detective Laura Hauser, Novato Police Department, the 2016 Ford Explorer. Yeah, she turns on the red light. And she goes 1663 at 81 miles an hour. And that'll conclude right now this round of top cops. And we'll go into high school. We got Dominic Piazza of Penn Grove, California. He's in Petaluma High School. He's 17 years old. The 02 VW Jetta, who took the win last week, going against the car in the totaling, car number 278. In a little bit, we'll be announcing who the winner of the Juggers Tech Card is in a few minutes. 278 goes 1547 at 89 miles an hour. Dominic Piazza goes 1627 at 83 miles an hour. Time Creme out of Roanoke Park, California, 16 years old in the 86 Sierra pickup. And right after Ty goes down the track, we're going to go into Dialing for Dollars jackpot. Once again, Sonoma Raceway, Hinchcliffe 100. Blood Drive will be Thursday, September 13th at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So again, come on out and give blood over here at Sonoma Raceway on the 13th of September between 12 and 6 p.m. Ty goes 1874 at 67 miles an hour. All right, we're in the jackpot. We've got Bobby Grabrian going against the most interesting man in racing, Chris Burden. These two, not to say that they know each other, I believe that they know each other well. I think they hang out together. I think they're almost tied together at the hip. Last time out, Burden went 001 on the tree. Bobby wasn't too bad, was not far behind, goes 005. Burden went 1360 at 101. Grabian went 1257 at 112. Well, let's see if they can duplicate the two rights they had last time. None of their best friends have known each other since they were kids. They won't cut each other any slack, even during just a time run. They want to razz each other who gets the better light, so let's see. And look at this. How close could they get? Burden, 012 on the tree. Bobby, 011. Told you. They're tied at the hip, man. Bobby goes 1261, 110 miles an hour. Chris goes 1354 at 101. Brian Cam, Scott Surley. Last time out, Cam had an 011 light, went 1211 at 111. Surley goes 018 on the tree. 1188 at 113. Let's see this. This is probably going to be the last time runs. So everybody be prepared. We're probably in the last time we're going to go around here. So we'll let you know when it's going to be for real, but it's going to be real soon. Comprod, you should be suiting up. Comprod should be suiting up. Cam, way early on the tree, 035. Surly, not too bad, 074. He gets there first, 1199, 110 miles an hour. Cam, 1214 at 109. Here's another two good friends, Eric Croker, Nick at Night Bubblets, the Applied Automotive 01 Corvette, going against Eric's 98 Pontiac Trans Am. Nick turns on the red light, 010 on the tree. Eric goes 093. Eric gets there first, goes 1274 at 105. Nick at Night goes 1317 at 104. Big Bad Tommy Johnson, Big Johnson's Automotive, going against Jorge Valencia in the Applied Automotive 72 Chevy Love Sequoia Septic sponsored car. All right. Johnson got treed by Valencia, 024 to 015. Tommy goes 1016 at 128. Valencia 1025 at 126. All right, Mark Sawyer and Cliff Sleff. Sleff turns on the red light. Sawyer 085 green. Sleff goes 1282 at 103. Mark Sawyer goes 1324 at 97. Dan Brown, the 70 Camaro and the Toyota side. Last week he got a Trip Zero sticker, made it to the finals, and took home second place. Dan Brown goes 1074 at 123. Sean Owens and Chris Sweeney. Sweeney puts the wheels up, gets a little off at 108 on the tree. He's got to take that little number he put off there. I think the car's hooking really good today and scaring him just a tad. Owens goes 1012 at 131 miles an hour. Sweeney 1128 at 118. Kathy Ball and Ron Nichols. Kathy Ball goes 1099, 121 miles an hour. Ron Nichols 1330 at 100 miles an hour. Justin Flanagan, Doug Miller, and hey, I see a 57 Chevy coming up here. Going to make a run tonight. That's our points leader that's pulling up there in the water box in the 57 Chevy and jackpot. Miller turns on the red light, and that was a big red light. Flanagan 037 on the tree. 1006, 130 miles an hour for Doug Miller. Justin goes 1223 at 107. Bob Norbaum Sr., the 69 Pontiac Grand Prix. First pass of the night for Jonathan Pinnon, the Eric Johnson prepared 57 Chevy. Sometimes this car will get into the eights. I think with this motor combination, it's a 9-second car. Thing is, I think when he gets in the eighth with a small block, that's a good running small block when it's in the eighth. Let's see what Pinnon does. All right, first pass down tonight. He says, hey, I don't need to take any practice runs. 018 on the tree. He knows what this car is going to run. Eric Johnson's got it all prepped. He goes 951 at 137. Norbaum 1190 at 111 miles an hour. Jeff Broussard, the school teacher, 98 GMC Sonoma pickup, going against the Cadillac. See how this goes, and then we'll be in the comp rod. Broussard, 053 on the tree. Broussard goes 1052 at 125 miles an hour. Riley side goes 1079 at 130. Broussard, 1052, 125. O'Reilly side, 1079 at 130. Joe Piazza, this brings us to comp rod. Joey McHugh. McHugh last time out with 1139, 120 miles an hour. Piazza, 1211 at 111. McHugh, 177 on the tree was late. Piazza, 051, he goes 1218 at 109. McHugh goes 1137 at 120. Patrick Lanoux and Kevin Diadamo are going to go at it. Diadamo last time out with 1193 on 074 light. Lanoux goes 047 on the tree, 1127. So these are probably going to be everybody's last time runs here. Look at that. Kevin Diadamo, he already got back used to the car. He's 052 on the tree. Lanoux not too far behind, 081. He gets there first. He goes 1129, 120 miles an hour. Diadamo goes 1195 at 108. Todd Prose and Jessica Opperman, affectionately known as Camaro Girl in the O'Reilly side, 69 Camaro. Going against Prose in his 05 Mustang. Prose last time out goes 1307. Opperman was 052 on the tree, goes 1080 at 122. Let's see how close. That card should be dialed right about that. About 1081, 1082. All right, lights have got improvingly better since the first on the red light. She goes 1106. Looks like the car had a little hiccup right off the line. You can see the front end did not pull and came up and down. Goes 1106 at 122. Pros goes 1303 at 101. Bob Norbaum Sr. Jr., I should say, 63 Nova. Rick Dunham, Norbaum's Garage, 68 Chevelle SS. And I believe the Norbaums, like I said, we have 3 generations out here racing tonight. Dunham goes 1076 at 118. Norbaum goes 1091 at 122. David Morton, he's got the 67 Camaro. Going against, I believe, another Cadillac over in the Toyota side. And that's going to conclude that. Comp Rod will be into motorcycle. So at the end of time runs today, I can say we're going to be done with the Sonoma 500. You guys had enough time runs. You should know what your cars are going to run. Toyota side turns on the red light. Martin was late, 159. David Morton, he goes 1030 at a 128. Toyota side goes 1087 at 126. Doug Love and Tom Myers are going to go at it for the last time runs in motorcycle. All right, Doug Love, he's getting ready for the elimination. He goes 070 on the tree. Myers got to pick it up just a tad, goes 280. He needs a little work on that. He's got to think about that. Love goes 1329 at 97 miles an hour. Myers 1551 at 80 miles an hour. Bill Myers and the birthday boy Joe Sisk in the O'Reilly side. Sisk 937 at 144. He went 924 148 last time out. Myers goes 1493 at 84 miles an hour. James Dawson, he's the last one out for motorcycle, and we will be into Gear Jammers. Dawson goes 1163 at 134. All right, back into Gear Jammers. Final shot at the tree for them. All right, we're into Gear Jammers. And I'm going to say that could be Barry Beff over there in the Toyota lane. He goes 031 on the tree. Riley side 026. Ron Jacks, he's number 2 in the points. Scott Frazier in the O'Reilly lane. All right, Daniel Martinez, Jesus Espinoza in the O'Reilly lane. We'll finish up here, and as you can see, we're going to have the top the cops right after Gear Jammers, it looks like. All right, here's how it's gonna be. We're gonna finish up with Gear Jammers. We're gonna go top the cops, their elimination round, and then we're gonna go to time only. Then we're gonna start the eliminations right after the time onlys with jackpot. So everybody, put your numbers on the cars. We'll be ready to go. Jackpot, we will start with you after the time onlys. All right. Koaho goes 15:08, 92 miles an hour. Carlos Hilson goes 12:64 at 116. So again, here's going to be right after we finish with Gear Jammers. We're going in, which is the last cars going down. We're going to go into Top the Cops. Then after Top the Cops, we're doing time onlys. And then after the time only cars, we're going in elimination, starting with Jackpot. Bradford Dumas, he goes 1371 at 96 miles an hour. Samantha Reinhart goes 1267 at 115. Now it's going to bring us to the next to last race of the season for Top the Cops. First car is out of Fairfield Police Department. Joe Holacek going against Dominic Piazza. He's last week's winner in high school in the 2002 Volkswagen Jetta out of Petaluma High School. First two out. Holacek dialed in at 1634. Piazza dialed in at 1625. Are high school students going to take these last two races, or is it going to be just another win for the police officers? We will see. All right, Dominic Piazza, he takes the win over Joe Holacek. So right now it's 1-0 students. Piazza goes 1625, dead on with a 170 light, 82 miles an hour. Holacek 1638, 1634, 84 miles an hour for the loss. All right, we got Jay Mack out of Fairfield Police Department going against Daniel Martinez in the 2005 Subaru out of Novato High School in the Toyota side. Okay, Max down in 1640, Martinez down in 1547. And the win will go to Officer Mack. He goes 1650, 83 miles out. He got him on the tree, 054 to Daniels, 375 light. Daniel tried everything, broke out, 1539 at 89 miles an hour. Okay, it's tied up. Police officers won, students won. Okay, we got Mark Rensenberger out of Napa CHP going against Dylan Bakor, and it turns on the red light. Both of them turn it on. Dylan early, way early, a minus 149. Rosenberger 006 red on the tree will take the win. So now it's 2-0 for the police. 2-1 for police officers. Jeremy Hauser, Sonoma County Sheriff. In the O'Reilly Lane, Dennis Crawley, the high school student out of Forestville, California, in a 96 Corvette. Crawley, he's dialed in at 1440. Hauser dialed in at 1660. Dennis is probably one of the oldest living seniors right now in high school that we know. And the win, well, goes to Jeremy Hauser. He takes the win, 1668 and 1660 dial. The oldest living high school student, Dennis Crawley, takes the loss, 1466 on a 1440 at 94. Ty Coombe, going against Detective Laura Hauser. Hey, where have I heard that name already? So it's 3-1 for the police officers. Ah, so we got a husband and wife team out here tonight? Ah, that's cool. Hauser's down at 1658. Ty's down in at 1870. And Detective Laura Hauser will take the win. She goes 1681 on a 1658 dial, 72 miles an hour. Ty goes 1993 and 1870 dial. Hey, look at the lights. Ty hasn't, Laura had nothing to be ashamed of. Ty was 075. Laura was 043. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-1 for the cops. 1 for the students. So week 11 goes to the police officers. That will make it 11-1. Talk about domination this year. So congratulations to all the high school students who went up and raced against the police officers and topped the cops. And thank you to all the police officers who come out here on their own time and do this to race against the kids. So again, thank you very much to everybody involved in the program. Okay, we're doing some time onlys, and then we're going to start eliminations with jackpot. So everybody dial in. All cars need to be dialed in. All right, we're in the time onlys right now. We're going to finish up there, and then we'll be right back in the jackpot. And again, we have all the police officers up here. We'd like to give them a very much thank you for all the work that they do for Top the Cops. And they took week 11 again, 4-1. That's it. Now, high school students got one more gasp of life next week, and for the finale, and hopefully they can take it to them. Okay, a few more time onlys, and we're ready to go. Okay, a couple more time runs. And we'll have Jessica Opperman out here. I think she's going to conclude the time runs only today. Like I said, she's only here to practice for going up to Samoa for the Redwood Wally race this weekend. And as a reminder, we also have our Wally race this weekend. We have a 2-day event on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, we will be giving out the Wallies on Sunday for all the winners on Sunday. Regular payouts will be on Saturday. But on Sunday, you get a payout and a Wally. So if you win on Sunday, you get a Wally and you get your picture taken with Kyle Seipel, who's going to give you a big giant check. I don't think you can cash it because it has no numbers on it, but it tells you how much you won. And then we'll send you a picture and all your names and everything to the NHRA. And you'll be in the NHRA magazine that comes out. All right, Jessica Opperman taking one last time run, and then we'll be into eliminations. So everybody from now on, have your numbers on your car. If you win, come back to the lanes. You lose, park your car, come over, watch the race over there with the rest of the people. It's a good racing. We have a lot of good racing, a lot of good drivers here tonight. All right, Jessica, 014 on the tree. Let's see what she can do. She's been in a 1080, so it should be about a 1083. Hey, I was close. 1082 with a 6. I said 1083 at 123 miles an hour. Good pass for Jessica Opperman. Well, pretty good because the class she should be running is going to be 1090 if they run that up there. All right, here we go. This is it. Elimination times will begin right now. Okay, you notice the track lights are on. Everybody is required to have, for safety reasons, tail lights on your cars. We need that. Even though you say we don't need them, we need to see them on. We need to know where you are on the track, safety reason. Eric Croker down at 1267 San Leandro, California, 98 Pontiac Trans Am. Scott Surley dialed in at 1199 San Rafael, California, 71 Camaro. Croker, 1267, he's going to leave first. Scott's going to try to reel him in. One of the reasons we don't say a lot when it's an elimination and talk about the cars is we don't want to give any advantage to any of the drivers if they happen to have a radio in the car. And it is over. Eric is going to go to Comprod. He goes 021 red on the tree. Scott Surley will take the win with 043 light, and he goes 1195 at 110. So he moves on in jackpot. Eric is going to move over to Comprod. Nick at Night Bubblets, 1314 dial out of Cotati, California, Applied Automotive, 2001 Corvette. Chris left down in at 1282 Petaluma, California, 1970 Javelin. And Sleth breaks out. He goes 1278 and a 1282 down 103 miles an hour. Bubblets takes the win. He goes 1318, 97 miles an hour. He had him on the tree. Sleth must have known he was late because he had a 178 and Bubblets is 071. Tommy Johnson, 1014 dial. Hey, Dan Brown, this is the semifinals last week. A rematch already. Brown down at 1074. Johnson down at 1014. And the same results as last week. Tommy Johnson takes the loss. Dan Brown takes the win. He goes 1075 and a 1074, 123. Tommy broke out. Here's what the lights were. Johnson, 016. Brown, 015. Great race. Margin of victory, 3.4 feet at the stripe. Mark Sawyer, 1323 dial in the 72 Chevy Love, going against Bobby Graber and dialed in at 1259. Well, it looks like Tommy Johnson's going to have to go back over to Comprod and see if he can repeat winning over there. And the win will go to Bobby Graber and takes the win, 1262 and a 1259, 106. Sawyer broke out 1321 on a 1323. Jeff Passard, 1056 dial, Novato, California. 98 GMC Sonoma. Bob Norbaum Sr., 1192 dial, Glen Allen, California. 74 Yo Mechanic. Bob Norbaum's Garage. 69 Pontiac Grand Prix. And Norbaum turns on the red light. Jeff Passard will move on to the second round of Jackpot. Passard goes 1051 at 125. Here's a good race right off the bat. Now, these guys go ladder. They draw chips, find out where they go. Chris Burden, 1353 dial, Applied Automotive Challenger, going against Jorge Valencia, 1025 dial, Santa Rosa, California, Applied Automotive, Sequoia Septic, 72 Chevy Love. Boy, talk about, I can't say a word about these two, huh? And Jorge Valencia takes out Chris Burden. He goes 1026 on a 7, 128 miles an hour. Burden goes 1356 and a 1353 at 98. And Burden treat him. 036 on the tree to an 048. Distance at the stripe, 11.3 inches for the win for Valencia. Talk about a close race. Kathy Ball gone, turns on the red light, 001 to the bad side. Udo Richter, 001 to the good side of the tree for the win. All right, Larry Ball. Hey, one of their two are related. Well, we know that. 976 style out of Napa, California. 71 Chevy pickup. Mitchell Brothers transmission, B&G tires car. Doug Miller, 1006 style, Napa, California. Steve's Performance. Mr. Black, 66 Olds, 442. And Larry Ball, gone. Red lit. Doug Miller takes the win. He goes 1007 and a 1006 at 130 miles an hour. Justin Flanagan and Brian Cam. Hey, Flanagan dialed in at 1223 Napa, California, B&G Tire, 73 Nova. Brian Cam, 1213. Pacifica, California, Tom and Jack's Automotive, 02 Camaro. In the O'Reilly side. And Brian Cam takes the win. He goes 1216 on a 1213 dial, 106 miles an hour. Flanagan, for the loss, goes 1227 on a 1223. He was treated 094 to a 074 light. Ron Nichols, 1331 dial, Livermore, California, 64 Olds 442. Chris Sweeney, Color Me Elmo, 77 Triumph TR7 in the O'Reilly lane, Applied Automotive car, dialed in at 1101. And Chris Sweeney, for some reason, just decided he wanted to go. And it wasn't even close to a decent red light. He done. 220 to the red side of the tree. Nichols goes 032. 1351 at 99 miles an hour. So Sweeney in the Color Me Elmo helmet will move on to Comprod. Sean Owens down at 1008. Out of Santa Rosa, California, 69 Dart. Jonathan Pinnon. Out of Vacaville, California, Eric Johnson prepared 57 Chevy down at 951. Great race right out of the box for your final run of Jackpot. You see, in Jackpot, you not only get good cars, you get good races. And you talk about that, and it's over at the tree. Sean Owens turns the red light on, 120 to the bad side. Pinnon He was late. He's thanking God he red lit because he had a 109 light. That would have been all done for him. But he goes 9:51, dead on 5 at 130 miles an hour. All right, first round of motorcycle. Doug Love, hey, look at this. Right off the bat. Doug Love down at 1328, Novato, California. The 01 Bonneville. The birthday boy, Joe Sisk, and points leader out of Hayward, California. Down in at 935 in the 2008 Hayabusa. So here we go. Number 1 in the points, number 2 in the points. Right out of the box. Oh, and a double breakout win goes to Joe Sisk. He was 930 on a 935 at 145 miles an hour. Doug Love goes 1319 on a 1328 at 97. And Doug Love didn't have to take that much. He had an 055 light to Joe Sisk 080. So Sisk, the birthday boy, moves on. Tom Myers gets to go against Bill Myers, and Bill Myers, he goes Roxanne, turns on the red light. So Tom Myers is moving on. So Tom Myers will take the win. And here we go. James Dawson, he's got the buy run. He's got 1150 dial. So he's going to be your last motorcycle. We're going to reset the tree. And we're going to go into Comp Rod. He goes 1167 and 125. He gets to move on. Here we go. Reset the tree into Comp Rod. So all you guys that are who lost in jackpot better be getting in the lines because Comp Rod is moving. Comp Rod is moving. So everybody who wants to race Comp Rod should be in the lanes going. Here we go. First round, Joe Piazza down in at 1216 out of Novato, California, 50 Chevy. Going against David Morton down at 1015 out of Napa, California. He's a sheet metal worker. Eagle Heating and AC is his sponsor, and the 67 Camaro. So again, everybody who's racing Comp Rod, we're racing Comp Rod from the losers in jackpot should be there. And Piazza goes 057 on the tree. Morton takes the loss. He already turned on the red light. So Piazza, the points leader, lives to go on to the next round. Patrick Lanoux, Joey McHugh, dialed in LA. This is it. Heads up race. 11 flat dial on each of them. And Lanoux will take the win due to a red light by Joey McHugh. Bob Norbaum Jr., Rick Dunham, down in at 1075. Norbaum's down in at 1087. Dunham, Norbaum's Garage is his sponsor, 68 Chevelle SS. Norbaum Jr., 51-year-old firefighter, Norbaum's Garage. Norbaum Jr. goes 1091 at 122. Rick Dunham goes 1079 at 119 for the loss. Kevin Diadamo and Chris Siva. Siva dialed in at 1070 out of Half Moon Bay, California. Kevin Diadamo, BNG sponsor car out of Napa, California, 70 Nova, diving at 1193. And the one will go to Kevin Diadamo. He goes 1198 at 98 miles an hour, 059 on the tree for the wins. Siva, he couldn't run the number, goes 1097 at 130 for the loss. Also, the light was really bad, 594. So Diadamo, he knew he had it, let out at the stripe. Cesar Del Rio, 1085 dial out of Vacaville, California, 2013 Cadillac CTSV. Going against Eric Croker, dialing at 1267 out of San Lorenzo, California, 98 Trans Am. Del Rio, 1085, is going to have to try to catch Eric Croker. And win will go to Eric Croker. He goes 1271 and 99 miles an hour. Look at his light. 003 on the tree. Del Rio was late. He was a 158, but went 1088 on a 1085 at 126 for the loss. Bob Norbaum Sr. going against Tommy Johnson. Norbaum down at 1191. Johnson trying to repeat again in Comprod as the champion from last week. 1011 dial in the Toyota side. And Norbaum turns on the red light. Tommy goes 030 on the tree, takes the win. He goes 1016 on a 1011 dial at 128. That's a free pass for Tommy to see what that car is going to run. Okay, here we go. Mark Sawyer down at 1321. Chris Burden down at 1354. The challenger against the Chevy Love pickup. Well, yeah, it's a Chevy Love. And Chris Burden will take out Mark Sawyer. He goes 1356 on 1354 at 96 miles an hour. Sawyer goes 1322, 97 miles an hour. Here's where damage was done. Sawyer late, 085. Burden better, 052 for the win. We got Kathy Ball over here in the total and down at 1095. Your Riley Lane in the Nova is down at 1223. And the O'Reilly side takes the win, 12:30 and a 12:23 at 103 miles an hour. Kathy Ball was late on the tree, 273. The O'Reilly side, better light, 195, 98 for the win. Chris Sweeney against Sean Owens in the 69 Dart. Owens down at 10:08, Sweeney down at 11:01. Well, that's it for Chris Sweeney. He takes the loss. Sean Owens will go on to the next round of comp ride. He goes 10:23 at 115 miles an hour. Chris Sweeney goes 11:05 at 119 on an 11:01 dial. So Chris has got to work on his lights. Todd Pros, the last car out, gets the buy run. 13 flat dial. Going to run it out the backside, see what he does. He goes 13:05 at 101 miles an hour for the loss. And that'll conclude Comp Rod first round. We're going to go into Gear Jammers. All right, here's your points leader, Barry Beffa, dialed in at 12:45, Santa Rosa, California, 93 Mustang, going against Gregory Urbana, dialed in at 13:20, San Mateo, California. He's a registered nurse in a 2017 Ford Mustang 302. Now, what I was talking about before, now a lot of these classes, they do have radio, so we kind of don't say anything. And a double red light goes to Barry Beffa. He goes 007 on the tree, closer to 0, takes the win. Gregory, he was a point 191 for the loss. So we know these have radios in most of these cars, so this is why you don't hear a lot of talking about what's going on going down the track. Tim Turnsby down in a 1430, Napa, California, 94 Mustang. Nicholas Sawyer dialed in at 1240. North Highlands, California. Paramount Speed sponsored 2012 Mustang 5.0. Tim Turnspeed takes the win, goes 1458, 93 miles an hour. Nicholas Sawyer takes the loss, goes 1275 at 105. Joshua Lake down at 1262. Eric Morgan down at 1320. The 2016 Camaro SS going against the 2017 Chevy SS. Yep, that is an Australian car, just with new badges slapped on it, what Chevrolet did. Goes 1266 at 115. Eric Morgan takes the loss. Ron Jacks, number 2 in the points, going against Scott Frazier. Frazier is going at 1590 in the Fiat. Jacks is going to have to try to reel in and dial in at 1240. And the win will go to Ron Jacks. Scott knew he must have had a bad light because he did everything. He had a little bit in the bank. He goes 1586 breakout on a 1590 dial, 83 miles an hour. Jacks goes 1248 on a 1240 dial, 103. Here's the lights. Jacks 034, Frazier 423. Junior Maribel going against Matt Zank. Zank dialed in at 1350. Junior Maribel down in at 1270. Antioch, California, a Subaru WRX going against the Mustang in the O'Reilly side. And Maribel turns on the red light. Matt's going to take the win and move on to the second round. He goes 1525 at 101 miles an hour. Daniel Jimenez down at 1320. Santa Rosa, California, 2012 Camaro SS. Going against Jose Espinoza down at 1280. And the win will go to Daniel Hernandez. He goes 1367, 106 miles an hour for the win. Jesus Espinoza takes the loss, goes 1329 at 110 mile an hour. Andres Galvez going against Daniel Trevino. Down in at 1425, Windsor, California, 2015 VW GTI. Galvez is out of Santa Rosa with a 2018 Honda Civic. Andres Galvez will take the win, goes 1521 at 90 miles an hour. Vet Dung going against Yaisen Gomez. Gomez dialed in at 1480, 2017 Toyota out of Oakland, California. Vet Dung, San Rafael, California, 1990 Honda Civic dialed in at 1390. And Vet Dung will take the win. It goes 14:04 at 102 miles an hour. Carl Silson going with Samantha Reinhardt. Reinhardt dialed in at 12:45. Carl Silson dialed in at 11:99. He's a dog walker. 99 Mieta, Integrated Research Associates as his sponsor. Reinhardt out of San Bruno, California, is a realtor. 2016 Mustang GT. And the one will go to Carl Silson, goes 12:34 at 116 miles an hour. All right, the buy run will go to Michael Craig, and that'll be the last run in Gear Jammers. Then we'll be going into some, I believe, some time onlys. Okay, we're into Michael Craig. He goes 17:24 at 105 miles an hour into time only. So once again, to remind you, Sonoma Raceway to Hinchcliffe 100 Blood Drive. Look for the American Cross Red Cross bus in the Sunoco Valley Victory Lane in the main paddock on Thursday, September 13, 2018, from 12 p.m. noon to 6 p.m. at night to donate blood. Join the race to help save lives. For any questions, you can get a hold of Sonoma Raceway or visit the Red Cross at redcrossblood.org or call the Red Cross at 1-800-733-2767. First 100 donors will receive general admission Sunday tickets to the Sonoma Grand Prix. And that's going to be the last Grand Prix race here. That's going to be the last time the Indy cars will be here. They are going away. This will be the last race that they're going to have here. So, again, if you want to go for the last time you see Indy cars at Sonoma Raceway for a while, come up and see them. That will be September 14th through the 16th. I think I'm going to go out and get some tickets. I'm going to be here. I think I'll be here and watch the races from the grandstands and see how it goes, because they're the last race of ever here for IndyCar. So we'll go with that. We got about 3 more time runs here, and then we're going to be right into Sports Street. All right, one more car, and then we'll be right in there. I can see dead on Doug McKay pulling up to the line. Right now we got Jessica Opperman taking a time run. trying to dial in. I was talking to her dad's got a little less power, trying to figure out where to get it dialed in for the races this weekend. I don't believe they're going to be here. I think they're going to be up there in Samoa for the Redwood Wally race. Well, I was talking to Jessica's dad. She's going to be here. She'll probably be running Super Street. She goes 1076 at 123 trying to get this car dialed in. So she will be here. All right, here we go in the Sports Street. Hugo Perez down in a 14 flat. Richmond, California, 07 Lexus LX going against Dead on Doug McKay down in a 1305. Rodeo, California. 2017 Ford F-150. He's in second place trying to move back into the points lead. We'll see what happens tonight. This is going to be all the marbles. Doug on the brakes takes the win. He goes 13:37 at 75 miles an hour on a 13:05 dial. Perez was late. He goes 199 on the tree. He did not run the number. He goes 15:58 on a 14 flat for the loss. So he's still there, second place, trying to move up. Doug McKay, Leo Perez, Ken Callis. Callis dialed in at 17:35. Leo dialed in at 15 flat out of San Francisco, California. 2018 Honda Civic. Callis, the Vacaville, California resident with the 64 Valiant Slant 6 car. Double breakout win goes to Ken Callis. He goes 13:32. 17:32 for the win. Neil Messerad going against Tom Markovitz. Neil's dialed in a 14 flat. Markovitz dialed in a 13:26. Napa, California. 2014 Porsche going against the 2009 Infiniti G37. Double breakout win goes to Tom Markovich. Goes 13:14 on a 13:26 dial for the win. David Owens in the 04 Scion dialed in at 18:38. Danielle Gorolovic. Okay, there we go. San Jose, California, 2018 4Runner, 1623 dial in the Toyota side. And the win will go to David Owens. He goes 13:39, 71 miles an hour. Daniel Gorvic goes 15:96, 77 miles an hour for the loss. Here we go. Don Walton Spiel, Santa Rosa, California, 91 Cyclone, down at 11:99. Glenna Kazmina dialed in at 14:40. The 2018 Audi, and that's done over real quick. Waltonsfield takes the win, goes 12:01 and 11:99 dial at 97 miles an hour. Glenna late on the tree, 9:09 late to Waltonsfield's late 1:11. Ed Warren down at 11:35 Fresno, California. Big 5 Racing, 98 Pontiac Grand Prix, going against Sergio in the Toyota lane, dialed in at 14:35. San Jose, California. All right, Sergey Ivo Dovic takes the loss, goes 14, breaks out, goes 14:33 and a 14:35 dial. Ed Warren goes 14:52 on a 14:35 dial for the win, 86 miles an hour. Okay, points leader, Billy Taggart down at 1769, Pateco, California, Monument Car Parts Car down at 769. Dylan Baccar dialed in at 1260, 09 BMW. And Dylan breaks out. The legend's still in it. He goes 1773 and a 1769 for the win. So both Bill Taggart who's in the points leader right now, and Dead on Doug McKay are still in. Ed Shaw, $11.95 Dow, Pleasant Hill, California, in the Dodge Challenger, going against Tyler Graves out of Oakley, California, the 09 Cadillac, down in a 1230. Shaw down in 11.95. And as a reminder, we have the bracket drags this weekend, and then on the 29th, we still have the last race of August will be on the 29th, Wednesday night drags. And the win will go to Ed Shaw. It goes 12:13, 122 miles an hour. Tyler Grave goes 12:56 and 110 miles an hour. Dominic Clayton down 11:50, Oakley, California, 2018 Mustang GT. Mike Norbaum, 1275, Sonoma, California. Norbaum's Garage, 70 Camaro. So that's three generations of Norbaums here tonight. And I don't know if there's going to be three generations of here for the Piazzas, but I noticed two at least. And Mike Norbaum takes the win. He goes 1284 and a 1275 Dow at 90 miles an hour. Matt McCarthy down at 1270, San Francisco, California. The 2010 Cadillac CTSV going against Steve Ball down at 1418, Napa, California. B&G Tire of Napa, 01 Mustang. We're back in the street now. These are all V8 cars again. And the winner go to Steve Ball. Double breakout win. Goes 14.15, 90 miles an hour. Mark Higgins down at 1465, Pinole, California. 2015 Denali. Going against Ron Lamori, dialed in at 1477 out of Danville, California. 05 Thunderbird down at 1477. Higgins down at 1465. Lamori will take the win, goes 15 flat at 92 miles an hour. You can see what was done on the tree. Lamori, 167. Higgins, 477 for the loss. Theodore Korsky, down at 1550, Redwood City, California. He's a plumber contractor. The 2009 Dodge Ram 1500. Going against Ryan Haluska, down at 1437, Cotati, California. GMC pickup, 1550 Dodge for Theodore and 1437 for Ryan. Hey, look at this Dodge Ram pickup going against the Chevy GMC pickup. This is it. Dodge and Chevy. High school drivers, all high school drivers to your cars. High school drivers, we need you to your cars now. High school drivers. All right, Huska takes the win on the Battle of the Pickup Trucks. He goes 14:45 at 84 miles an hour. Nicholas Penazzini down at 1570, San Bruno, California, 2014 Ford F-150. Russ Swanson down at 1285, Millbrae, California, 2012 Mustang. And Russ Swanson takes the win. He goes 1295 at 101 miles an hour. Nicholas goes 1275, 88 miles an hour for the loss. Michael Gervais, the landlord out of Guerneville, California, down at 1150, Big Johnson's Automotive, 2015 Z06 Corvette. John Lemos dialed in at 1487, Novato, California. He's a butcher. 04 Thunderbird. Mike Gervais on the brakes, takes the win. He goes 1152 on 1150 dial, 95 miles an hour. John Lemos takes the loss. Miguel Mendoza's dialed in at 1250. Brentwood, California, 08 Pontiac G8. Going against Veronica Benalis, dialed in at 14 flat. Vacaville, California, 2015 Mercedes G63. And Miguel will take the win on a double breakout. He goes 1337 on a 12. He goes 1237 on a 1250 dial, 110 miles an hour. Veronica goes 1375 on a 14 flat dial for the loss. She tried to break up the loss. She was 220 on the tree. Miguel was 137. Tried to push him out. Did not work. Ron Schreckler dialed in at 1644 to 251 Chevy. Going against Mark Newman, 1520 dial, Los Altos, California. 75 Firebird. God, I'm getting tired. And the win will go to Mark Newman, 1683, 85 miles an hour for the win. Jackpot, suit up. Jack Hamilton down in 1655 out of Vallejo, California. 06 Dakota RT pickup. Going against Marty Firmer down at 1530 at San Francisco, California, 2014 Ford pickup. And the question is going to be, can Firmer catch him? And can Hamilton hold him off? And the winner go to Jeff Hamilton, goes 1694 at 78 miles an hour. Tim Gillespie dialed in at 1235 out of Vacaville, California. Spencer Marcel down 1183 Roner Park, California. 67 Plymouth Barracuda. Hey, Barracuda guy, a 496 in that thing. Going against that little Vega. He's got a 383 Chevy and it's got a little stroker motor in it. Gets it into the 12s. And on the brakes, Spencer Marcel takes the win. Goes 1189 and 1183 at 109 miles an hour. He was 140 on the tree. Tim Gillespie was late, 272. He goes 1243, 110 for the loss. Dennis Crawley, the oldest high school student we have here, down in 1447, Forest Hill, California, 96 Corvette. David Cadona down in at 1255, Foster City, California. 2016 Corvette. Cadona breaks out. He goes 1238 at 1255 for the loss. Crawley, the oldest high school student we have here, 1448 at 94 miles an hour. Hey, Nitro Nicky Egan's out here tonight. He goes down in 1173 out of Windsor, California, the 2017 Jaguar F-Type. Going against the O'Reilly side down in at 1278. And the O'Reilly side turns on the red light. Nick gets to live and fight to the next round of street. Go 161 light. He's going to run it all the way out the back door. And he goes 1177, 118 miles an hour for the win. Dan Milliken. He's going to have the buy run. Pengrove, California. Horsepower Ranch is his sponsor in the 2016 Hellcat down at 12 out, which will bring us to high school. All right, here we go. We're going to have Dominic Piazza down in the O'Reilly side, down at 1622. Going against Dominic Benicki. Dominic Benicki also is the winner of the Juggers race team time card. I mean, he'll get one, and he takes the win. So, here's what we got. We got Dominic Benicki. He's going to take the win, and he also is going to be getting his tech card back. He is from Juggers Race Team out of San Jose, California. They will be giving him a free tech card each week into the end of the year. So, he gets the tech card. So, again, Dominic Benicki. So, if anybody knows Dominic, send him up to the tower. I butchered that one enough. And he will get a free tag card for next week's races. He took out Dominic Piazza. Ty Crum gets the buy run to face Dominic Benicki in the finals. All right, that'll conclude high school and their first round. So Ty Crum, he's done with it, and we will go into jackpot. All right, Scott Surley down in 1195. Nick at Night Bubblets in the O'Reilly lane down at 1313. All right, Shirley, Bubblets. This is going to be a good race. Second round jackpot. I'll tell you a little story about Nick when he first got this Corvette. I can't tell you exactly what he did, but I mean, the light that he got, his first pass down the track was unbelievable. And he does this with every car that you can imagine that he gets. He breaks out, though. Surly takes the win. He goes 1190, takes a 1203 at 109 miles an hour. Bubblets for some reason, took too much stripe. Did not look at his mirror. Surly was off. Bubblets had him covered. He goes 001 and 3 to Surly's 040. Nick just took too much stripe. Jeff Passard, 1052 dial. To the side, Bobby Grabian, 1259 dial in the O'Reilly lane. Bobby on the brakes takes the win. He looked in his mirror. Good thing he did because he had the worst light. 038 to Bassard's 016. Bobby on the brakes, 1262, 100 miles an hour. Udo Ricker dialed in at 1284 out of Oakley, California, 02 Mustang GT. Jorge Valencia, 1025 dial, Santa Rosa, California. Applied Automotive says Septic, 72 Chevy Love. And Jorge Valencia could not run the number. Udo Richter takes him out, goes 1285 at 96 miles an hour. Valencia, 1041, 122 for the mile an hour. He treated him, did Valencia, just off on the number. He dialed 1025, ran a 1041. Brian Cam, 1208 dial. Doug Miller, Mr. Black, dialed in at 1005. And Miller turns on the red light. Brian Cam moves on. All right, this is what you call bracket racing 101. Ron Nichols down in at 1334, Livermore, California, 64 Olds 442. Pinnon dialed in at 950. The Eric Johnson prepared 1957 Chevy. This is what bracket racing is. Watch how far out Nichols goes before Pinnon gets to go. And then he's going to try to reel him in. And it's not going to be till it gets just about to the top end, too, if all goes right. It's going to be close. All right, they're both away. Let's see what's going to happen. Can Nichols hold them off? Pinnon going to run them down. And Pinnon runs them down. Actually caught him and passed him, and Nichols tried. The distance at the strike, 10.1 feet. Nichols, 074 on the tree. Pinnon, 028. Pinnon goes 952, 950, 130 miles an hour for our points leader for the win. All right, we're in the comp rod. Joe Piazza down at 1213. Eric Croker down at 1267. Piazza, the points leader right now in comp rod. And Eric Croker takes out Joe Piazza. He goes 1267, dead on 2. With an 017 light, 99 miles an hour. Piazza, dead late on the tree. 164 goes 1214 at 110 miles an hour for the loss. Patrick Lanoux dialed in at 1127, the 2016 Charger, going against Chris Burden. Dialed in at 1352 in the 2013 Challenger. And Lanoux turns on the red light. Burden lives the fight to the next round. Bob Norbaum Jr. down at 1087. Diadamo. Kevin Diadamo down in 1190 in the 70 Nova, going against the 63 Nova. And Bob Norbaum Jr. dead on 1087 with a 119 miles an hour 011 light. Distance at the stripe, 8.4 feet. Diadamo, 1195 on 1190 dial, 108. Listen to the lights. Norbaum, 011. Diadamo, 012. Tom Johnson down at 1012. 70 Camaro. Todd Pros down at 1303. The 05 Mustang. This is bracket racing again, and it's done. It's over. Pros turns on the red light. Tommy Johnson still alive to defend his win from last week. He'll run it out the back door, goes 10-15, 128 on a 10-12 dial. Justin Flanagan down at 1227. Sean Owens in the O'Reilly lane down at 1008. And Sean Owens takes the win. It goes 10-10 at 131 miles an hour. All right, and that's going to conclude the second round of Comp Rod, and we're going to be going into, well, that's jackpot, going into motorcycle. All right, back in the motorcycle. Points leader Joe Six dialed in at 933. James Dawson down at 1160, Napa, California, in the 2013 Kawasaki, 2008 Hayabusa of Joe Sisk. And again, I'm going to say this all night because I know it. It's his birthday. I'm just checking out the track, see what's going on. We'll be right back with that. So once again, I want to thank UTI for sponsoring Wednesday Night Drags. You know, training for your career, horsepower for your lives, automotive, diesel, motorcycle, collision repair, NASCAR, marine, CNC machining and welding. All right, looks like everything's checked out. We got the motorcycles going. So Sisk, our points leader, down in at 933. James Dawson, 1160 dial in the O'Reilly side. This is your motorcycle semifinal. The winner of this will go on a race the bike behind it for the finals. Real hard to tell when you got 3 motorcycles left. Oh, and on an oddity, Joe Sisk takes way too much stripe, breaks out, goes 930 at 139 miles an hour for the loss. So James Dawson will take the win and move on to the finals to face Tom Myers next time around. Didn't expect to see that. So Tom Myers died at 1532, goes 1578, 81 miles an hour, which will bring us up as we reset the tree to Gear Jammers, second round. Barry Beffa dialed in at 1245. Matt Zamek dialed in at 1350 in the O'Reilly lane. Okay, lane 16, suit up. Time only, suit up. Lane 16, suit up. All right, Barry Bethel take the win. He goes 1260 on a 1245 dial, 113 miles an hour. He was on the brakes big time. Matt Zemek was late on the tree. 633 to Barry Bethel's 342. Tim Turnspeed down at 1440. Daniel Hernandez down at 1320 in the O'Reilly lane. Hernandez breaks out 1314 on a 1320 dial. Turnspeed will take the win. It goes 1443 on a 1440 dial for the win. Joshua Lake down at 1260. Carl Hilson down in 1199 in the O'Reilly lane. And Joshua Lake will take the win. He goes 1217, 1271 on 116 miles an hour for the win. All right, we got Ron Jacks down at 1240 Napa, California, going against Michael Craig, dialed in at 1320 in the O'Reilly lane. Ron Jacks got away with one there. Something happened to Michael Craig's car, slowed down. Jacks looked in his mirror. It was out of it early. Goes 1347, 92 miles an hour for the win. Okay, all spectators, please do not stand on the wall. Okay, spectators, don't stand on the wall, please. Safety reason, will you please not stand on the wall? Andreas Galvez takes the win. That Dong turns on the red light, goes 1498 dial, so let's see what he does. 1692, he was way out. He saw what happened. He just took an easy pass. So Andreas Galvez takes the win. And now we've got some time onlys here. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back into racing. All right, so once again, September 14th through the 16th, we're going to be having the Verizon IndyCar Series here for the last time. So again, if you want some good tickets, there are probably still a few good tickets available. So all right, and also a reminder, going along with the IndyCar Verizon race, Sonoma Raceways will also be having a Hinchcliffe 100 blood drive. So now it'll be Tuesday the 13th. You'll get a free general admission ticket to the first 100 donors to the Sunday Grand Prix. So if you want to donate some blood on September 13th from 12 o'clock to 6 p.m., from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., you can get a free ticket. Hey, that's good. All right, just got up. I've been doing some test and tuning right now. And then after that, we'll be going right back into Sports Street. Jessica will be here this weekend, I found out. She goes 1084 at 123. The car's been right around in there, 1084, 1083, 1082. All right around in there. So the car's pretty well down in. Maybe a little down on power, that's what her dad said. But it's consistent. 1084 at 123. Okay, here we go. We're into the next round of Sports Street. Ken Callis down in at 1730. Doug McKay down in at 1302. And Doug McKay lives the fight another day. He goes 1302 dead on with an 103 miles an hour. Ken Callis goes 1732 on a 1730 dial. Callis treat him on 027 to 045, but it just did not hold up. That's why they call him dead on Doug McKay. Look at that, 1302 on a 1302. Okay, here's your points leader, Bill Taggart. 1768 dial Toyota side. David Owens, 1838. So this is going to be a real fast race in Sonoma tonight. Maybe the slowest one we got. And in the battle of the slow cars, Taggart will take the win. He goes 1775. 71 miles an hour. Owens went 1838 at 71 for the loss. God, that one took for an eternity to go down the track. Ed Warren down at 1427. Don Waltonspiel dialed in at 1178. And Don Waltonspiel will take the win. He goes 1206, 97 miles an hour for the win. And also, Don Waltonspiel, come on up to the tower. You get an 007 sticker. You win Bond. All right, Tom Markovich will take the win on the bye run. He moves on to the next round. So when you see Don Waltonspiel, send him up to the tower. He gets an 007 sticker. All right, we're into the street. Ed Shaw down 1195. Steve Ball down at 1415. Okay, in the battle of the red lights, the win will go to Ed Shaw. So Ed Shaw, 016 red on the tree, takes the win. And the win will go to Mike Gervais. He takes the win, 1183 at 97 miles an hour. High school to your vehicles. High school cars to your vehicles. Mark Noonan down at 1520. Oh, to the side. Russ Swanson in the O'Reilly lane down at 1285. Jackpot, suit up. Jackpot to your cars. Suit up. Jackpot to your cars. Jeff Hamilton, Ryan Holuska. Jeff Hamilton down at 1655. Holuska down at 1441. Last race winner was Russ Swanson, took the win. Ryan Holuska takes the win. He goes 1446, 86 miles an hour for the win. 027 on the tree. Hamilton, 094 for the loss. Spencer Marcel down 1185. To the side, Dan Milliken, 12 flat dial in the O'Reilly lane. And Ryan Haluska takes the win. All right, looks like everything's checking out. So they're sending down Marcel and Milliken to get it up to the lights. And Spencer Marcel turns on the red light. Dan Milliken will take the win. Milliken goes 1244 on a 12 flat dial, 121. All right, Dennis Crawley down at 1447. Nitro Nicky Egan in the Jaguar down at 1176 in the O'Reilly side. Double breakout win goes to Dennis Crawley. He goes 1443 at 95 miles an hour for the win. All right, we're in the last car street, and this will be Mike Norbaum on the buy run in the 70 Camaro. He'll take the win. And then we're going to be right back into dialing for dollars, jackpot. And then I think that's going to be followed up by the high school finals after jackpot. So Mike Norbaum goes on to the next round. He goes 1271 on a 1273 dial at 104 miles an hour. All right, here we go. Next round of jackpot. We got Dan Brown, 1074 dial, going against Scott Surley, 1195 dial. Camaro versus Camaro. And double breakout win goes to Scott Surley. He lives the fight after a gift by Nick at Night Bubble. It's in the round before he takes the win on a red light on Dan Brown.
All right, jackpot rocking and rolling. Keep them coming. Udo Richter and Bobby Grabrian. We had Camaro versus Camaro. Now we got Mustang versus Mustang. Bobby on the brakes. Bobby with the win light. 1277 on that 1259. He had it on the starting line, and that was all he needed. 21 to Udo's 141. Brings Bobby into the next round. Your last pair in jackpot, Brian Cam out of Pacifica. He's dialed 1209 in that 02 Camaro. Getting the head start against John Pinton. John Pinton driving the fastest car on the property tonight, the Eric Johnson 57 Chevrolet. Brian Cam's away, and John Pinton's away. Let the race begin. 2.5 seconds go into that late model Camaro. Brian Cam on the brakes. How about Brian Cam? 008 off the starting line and dead on 0 at the finish line. Brian Cam gave John Pinton 8th thou to work with, and when you're 73 off the starting line, you're probably not going to get into that window. So Brian Cam's coming back. All right, and this is it. The first final of the night. How about your high school final? Daniel Barnicki, Novato, California, 05 Subaru. Going to be sitting there and waiting for Ty Kumri to get down the racetrack. In that 86 GMC pick 'em up. Ty's off. And Daniel's away. Working that Subaru, trying to see if he can get around the Jimmy. Ty Kumri's about to start looking over his shoulder. Where's that Subaru? Well, Subaru got there first by 0.08 of a second. Hey, that's pretty tight. Ty Kumri had the advantage off the starting line, 53 bulb to Daniel's 122 bulb, but couldn't turn it into a win light, didn't run the number. Daniel Barnicki, your winner tonight in high school. How about 9.6 inches down there at the finish line in the high school final? These guys are learning well. Coming out of the water box, Bob Norbaum Jr. out of Glen Ellen in that 63 Chevy Twice. And Chris Burton out of Fairfax, California in that 2013 Mopar Dodge Challenger. Chris dialed 1348, going to be getting the head start. Bob's going to have to sit there and wait with his 1085 dial-in. Oh, Bob Norbaum couldn't quite wait. 3 thou red. Give that win over to Chris Burton. Chris Burton's no slouch. He's 0-11 on the tree. And he goes 48 with a 9. All right. Come on, stop showing off, guys. Chris Burton, 11 on the tree, dead on with a 9. Bob Norbaum goes under by 5 in the losing effort. Tom Johnson, Santa Rosa, 70 Camaro. Big Johnson's Automotive. He's dialed 1012. 600's head start over Sean Owens in the 69 Dart. When the dial-ins are that close, you can pretty much look at which car leaves the starting line first and figure out who's got the tree advantage. Here's a hint. It's not Sean. Tommy J with the win, 1022 on a 1012. Good by a dime. 25 light to Sean's 118 light. That was the deciding factor. And Eric Coker on the single pass. Eric's out of San Leandro in his 98 Trans Am. How many of you drag race cars with more than 200,000 miles? Eric Coker's on that list. And he's going 1262. Under 5/10 start, but that's okay. This is the best time to do it because it's a single and you're moving on anyway. 1262 on the window. What does he do? 1265. Going to see Eric Coker in the next round of Comp Rod. And we reset the tree to the 410s Pro. We're back into the wonderful world of motorcycles. This is the motorcycle final. Tom Myers, Petaluma, California. On the 78 Yamaha, he's dialed 1532. And James Dawson out of Napa. On the 13 Cowie, dialed 1160. Tom Myers and James Dawson heading down the Sonoma Raceway quarter mile. James Dawson with a lot of ground to make up. Is he going to get there? No, he's not, but it doesn't really matter. Tom Myers broke out by 800s. Huge starting line advantage for Tom. 195 to James's 753 light, but didn't look over his shoulder. Hey, I've been there. I may have done that once or twice. So, James Dawson, your winner tonight in the motorcycle category. Bring us up to the gear jammers. If your car's got 3 pedals and manually shifted gears, this is the category for you. Moving things along with Barry Beffa and his 93 Fox body. That is the last year of the Fox body. Even still, it's 25 years old. And we got Joshua Lake in the SS Chevrolet, dialed 1265. He's got 210s head start over Barry's Mustang. Great about the gear jammer category is one driver misses a gear, the other guy's got just the same chance to do the same thing. Both drivers on the brakes. Barry Beffa with the win light. 1246 on a 1245. Good by one. Joshua Lake. Not really sure why you were on the brakes. About 3.5 tenths off the dial-in. Barry Beffa, you're coming back. Jammin' Ron Jacks, Napa, California. The R&M Paving Fox body Mustang. With an under 5/10 start, Ron with a minus 18. Win goes to Andres Galvez in the 18 Civic. Going to be seeing him in the next round of Gear Jammers. And we got Tim Turnipseed here on the single. You know, kind of hard to screw up a single pass. I've seen it done before. Tim, don't do that. You got a freebie into the next round. 1440 on the window. See how close we can get with the final 5-0. 94 Mustang. Tim goes 1449 on that 1440 dial-in. And we'll see him in the next round. All right, starting to get some regulars here. Sorry, guys, you got to race each other sometime. Mike Gervais and Ryan Haluska. Mike Gervais is driving that C7 Z06. He's dialed 1150, the fastest you can dial in the street category. Ryan Haluska is dialed 1443, getting the head start in that GMC pickup. Ryan Haluska minus 18 on the red side. Give that win to Mike Gervais. Mike Gervais was 24 to the green. Mike Gervais coming back. He goes 1140 on the 1150, but hey, Ryan red lit, so freebie into the next round. Russ Swanson out of Millbrae. He's dialed 1285. Retired high school student. Got Dan Milliken over in the O'Reilly side. He's dialed 12-0 in the Hellcat. Russ Swanson and Dan Milliken making their way down the racetrack. Russ Swanson on the brakes, not enough. He goes 1282 on a 1285. Breaks out. Hand that one over to Dan Milliken. Dan's good by almost 4/10. Dan, we're going to see you back in the next round. Russ, better luck next week. Dennis Crowley, Forest Hill, California, in the 96 C4 Corvette. Getting the head start over Mike Norbaum. Dennis Crowley is notoriously known as the oldest high school student we've ever had here. He's 74 years young. But he's going home. Mike Norbaum takes him out, 1269 on a 1270. Double breakout. Crowley under by a 10th. Mike Norbaum's only under by 3 thou. Those Norbaums just keep it going. Mike's still in. Ed Shaw with the single in the Hellcat. Little loose out there, but hey, again, it's a freebie. If something weird's going to happen, this is the best run for it to happen.
I think you got
Ed Shaw, 1233, 116.
Call if you want.
And as we do at Sonoma Raceway, we're going to squeeze some time-onlys in here. Give the racers a chance to cool off and maybe stand outside of the race car for more than about 12 seconds. Well, so that concludes our time-onlys. Gonna get tuned back up here for Sport Street. Looks like we got nothing but regulars left in Sport Street. These guys have run this race once or twice before. How about Bill Taggart, the legend, 1765 in the Tortoise, getting the head start over dead-on Doug McKay in that twin-turbo Ford pickup. Well, the Tortoise shuffles off the starting line. And here comes Doug McKay. He's dialed 1301. When's the last time you saw a pickup chasing a car? Taggart's looking over his shoulder. Both drivers on the brakes. Oh, and that's a rough one. Doug McKay with the win, 1309. Gets there first by 0.02 of a second. How about 2.7 inches? The margin of victory there for Doug McKay. Bill Taggart was 006 on the tree to Doug's 032. And he just gave up that finish line. Doug McKay is going to be in your Sports Street final. And let's see who he's going to run. Tom Markovich and Don Waltonspiel making their way down the racetrack. Tom Markovich driving that Porsche Cayman with the head start over Don Waltonspiel's GMC Cyclone. Win light's going to come on. How about Tom Markovich? It's going to be Tom Markovich and Doug McKay in the Sports Street final. Markovich with the advantage on the starting line. And the advantage at the finish line. Both drivers were good by 2, but better light means Tom with the win. How about 4.4 feet, your margin of victory for Tom Markovich? Back to dialing for dollars. How about some jackpot action? Brian Cam out of Pacifica, California, former Division 7 sportsman champ. He's dialed 1208. Sitting there on the starting line, he's going to wait for Bobby Grabrian to get down the racetrack. Bobby's dialed 1260 in the Mustang. Both drivers stage carefully. Clean and green making our way down the racetrack. Brian Cam trying to put a wheel on that Mustang. Bobby taps the brakes. Hey, Bobby Grabrian, you're coming back. Brian Cam, 100th under the dial in 07 on an 08. Bobby had the advantage on the start, and that played out into an advantage at the finish line. And Scott Sturley out of San Rafael, he's got the single pass. Said it before, and I'll say it again. Kind of hard to beat a single. You're just in that final. So, jackpot final tonight, going to be Scott Sturley and Bobby Grabrian. For the big bucks, the money. Scott goes 1191 on that 1195 dial. Dialing for dollars, over and done with. We're back into Comp Rod. Chris Burton, Toyota lane, 13 Challenger, dialed 1347, and Eric Coker in the 98 Trans Am. Chris Burton, about 800s head start over Coker's Trans Am. All right, after more careful staging, both drivers away, clean and green. Going to figure out who's going to see Tommy Johnson in the Comp Rod final. Will it be Chris Burton? Will it be Eric Coker? Hey, it'll be Eric Coker, 1267 on the 1263. Coker with the advantage off the starting line by 400s. Going to make that work for him down there at the finish. How about 11 feet? Eric Coker, we'll see you in the final. And we're back into the wonderful world of Gear Jammers with Tim Turnipseed out of Napa, 94 Mustang. And Andres Galvez in the brand new Honda Civic. Buy your brand new car and run some 14-second ETs. Hey, that's not a bad idea. It's still under warranty. How'd it break? I don't know. Tim Turnipseed win light, 1480 on the 1440. That was yet another whole shot win, as they like to say. 33 light to Andres' 309. Hand that one over to Tim. And then Barry Beffa with the single. 12 flat dial in. He's not going to run a 12 flat. I'm too lazy to dial it. Probably see him at about a 12:30 maybe. Off and running, 189 short time. Hey, that's not bad for a stick shift car. 12:26, 1:15 for Barry. And we're back into the street category. Dan Milliken, Mike Gervais, a couple of late model muscle cars, Hellcat and a Z06. Well, it's usually not a good sign when the faster car is... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Mike Gervais getting out of shape. Glad he got that straightened out. Holy moly. Glad he got that one straightened out. Dan Milliken with the win. Mike Norbaum and Ed Shaw. Mike Norbaum down there with 1270 dialing. Ed Shaw. Nope, Ed Shaw doesn't get there. Mike Norbaum with the win, 77 on a 70. Good to see him coming back. And go back for some other time onlys. Give those drivers some time to aerate those engines. It's only 8:42. All right, I happen to actually know who this is. Jason France running his Lexus ISF down the racetrack. So close to breaking into the 10s. 11:01 at 129. He's going to give it one more shot if they'll let him. He's got to get that 10-second slip. All right. Yet another final. How about Sport Street? Tom Markovich driving the Porsche. He's dialed 1316. He's getting the head start against Doug McKay's V6 pickup. Doug's dialed 1310. Doug and Tom rocking their way. Oh, Tom Markovich on the breakout. How about a double breakout? And it favors Doug McKay. Margin of victory, 5 thou on the double breakout. Both drivers not too stellar off the starting line, but Doug McKay made the right decision at the stripe. Doug McKay, your champion tonight in Sport Street. And with that, I'm going to hand the mic back over to Announcer extraordinaire, Gary Carlson.
All right, how was that for one of our finals tonight? Sports Street. We've got a new points leader now. Dead on Doug McKay overtakes Bill Taggart. And thank you, Nick at Night Bubbles, for giving me a spell there because I was going a little screen blind. Okay, we're going to be bringing up everything from here on out is a final. So everybody out there who's watching, why don't you stick around, because after that, all the winners will be going over to the Sunoco Victory Lane, be taking pictures of all the winners with our resident celebrity, Kyle Seipel. So that's really fun. We try to make it a fun time. So everybody head over after that to see all the winners in Sunoco Victory Lane. Okay, here we go. Gear Jammers, Tim Turnspeed, the finals, 1440 dial on Napa, California, the 94 Mustang. Going against the points leader, Barry Beffa, dial in a 1225 Santa Rosa, California, the 93 Mustang in the O'Reilly lane. We've seen some good racing tonight, so everything else, let's see if this is going to be a tight final. Well, that final is over. They both turn on the red light. The one closest to zero, Barry Beffa, he's 009 red. Tim Turnspeed was 011 to the bad side of the tree, so Barry Beffa takes the win and moves on. Sorry about that. And wins the race, takes the win. 009 red for the win. Barry Beffa takes first. Tim Turnspeed wins. All right, this is going to be the comp rod final coming up. We're going to have Tom Johnson and Eric Croker. This is it, finals. Eric Croker down at 1263. Tom Johnson looking to repeat from last week. Down in at 1020. Big Johnson's Automotive 70 Camaro. Eric Croker, the 98 Pontiac Trans Am. I think I heard it's got 200,000 miles on it. So this is it. Finals, comp rod. Will Johnson repeat? Can Croker hold them off? We're going to know here shortly. Johnson's in pre-stage, waiting for Croker. Croker's pre-stage. Now we're getting the stage part. A little staging battle. Who's going to go in first? And Tommy's in. Eric's in. We're going. And a repeat victory. Tom Johnson goes 10:23 and a 10:20, 115 miles an hour. Eric Croker goes 12:65 and a 12:63 and 106. Tommy 0:60 on the tree for the win. Eric Croker 0:77. Tommy Johnson first place. Eric Croker comes in second. Okay, Dan Milliken down at 12 flat out of Pen Grove, California, the 2016 Hellcat. This is your finals for Street. Mike Norbaum, 1267 dial, Sonoma, California. Norbaum's Garage, 70 Camaro. And the win goes to Mike Norbaum, the third generation of the Norbaums here tonight. Takes the win. He goes 1285, 88 miles an hour for the win. Dan Milliken goes 1264, 122 for the loss. He's in second. Mike Norbaum, the winner. All right, here we go. Jackpot. Scott Surley, 1192 dial, San Rafael, California, the 70 Camaro, going against Bobby Grabrian, 1259 dial, Nevada, California, the 2014 Mustang GT in the O'Reilly lane. So once again, all winners, we would like to see you in the winner circle after you pick up your trophies or your cash. You would be having your picture taken with Kyle Seipel, the resident celebrity here. And Scott Surley breaks out. He goes 1190 and 1192, 111 miles an hour for the loss. Grabrian takes the win. He goes 1259, dead on 3, 101 miles an hour, 053 in the tree. So Bobby takes home the big bucks in jackpot and going to have his picture taken. Scott, he takes home some big bucks too for second place in jackpot. So I believe that concludes every racing for the night. Well, I believe that's it. We're closing down the tree. So on behalf of Danny DeVita and Brian Taylor and the rest of the starting line crew and the tech crew of Paul and Steve, with the help of Bill Taggart, the fire safety crew, Kyle Seipel, and the rest of the tower crew, we all thank you for coming out and supporting Wednesday Night Drags. So drive safely and have a good night.